it's me, Jordana from Compass, and it's my friend Brittany from...
Hi, I'm Brittany Chin. I'm the owner of Hoboken Speech Stars for speech therapy in Hoboken and Jersey City.
So today we just got together to talk about the evaluation process and what does it mean to maybe identify some needs in your child. So let's talk about, what age group did you want to talk about, Brittany?
So this is what we were discussing. There are so many different options for evaluations dependent on your child's age. If your child is under the age of 3, I would say the first thing that I always recommend to parents, whether or not you want to get a private evaluation, is the early intervention evaluation. Even if your child is 2 years, 10 months, early intervention will come to your house. They'll send 2 evaluators, one with your primary area of concern. So if it's a speech therapist, plus like a physical therapist or a special educator, and they'll do a general developmental evaluation, and that's free through the state. Now, the services through early intervention in the state of New Jersey are paid dependent on income. So in my experience, most of the parents around Hoboken and Jersey City that I talk to for speech or physical therapy, occupational therapy, are paying like between $100 and $200 per session, just to give you a ballpark. But the evaluation initially is free. So you can also go through your school district if your child is 3+. So there are contacts specifically for Hoboken as well as Jersey City that you can reach out to through the school district, and they will coordinate the evaluation dependent on whatever your concerns are. Now, an additional step that some parents choose to do, or some people choose to immediately skip to, is a private evaluation. You can reach out to any evaluators that exist like within the whole state or wherever you are, and most of us will provide a private evaluation for your child specific to your concerns.
Who would an evaluator be?
Like an occupational therapist, a speech language pathologist, a physical therapist. There are also even like additional specific evaluations, like if you have any concerns about like medical evaluations, you would go to like a developmental pediatrician, or if you have concerns about your child's vision. I'm going to get my children evaluated through an ophthalmologist. My husband and I both have a lot of vision issues, so I have to do that before my son starts kindergarten. But really, you can find private evaluations basically anywhere, but in general, the state evaluations are what people do first.
Let's talk about the power of the evaluation, right? So then you have all of this information in front of you, but what does it actually mean, and what's the power of going out and finding different evaluators through different channels? We'll talk about maybe a quick pro and con that comes off the back, where you might want to get your own evaluation if you can in a specific area. Might just make it a lot easier just to go right into a clinician and say, hey, I think we have some motor processing needs, let's go over to OT, or we're language delayed, let's try to get in touch with an SLP, speech language pathologist, for example, right? And just like go for it and get services. Those are all clinical. The other side of it is you want to get that, and the school districts or the state are going to give you free data on your child, but you have to also consider the services that are then considered at the end of their evaluation. Who is paying for them is the school district, which is also their boss. So having your own information on your kid, as much data as you can in the histories of. So early intervention, you can be like, well, my kid's totally typical developing, but just having that information is really crucial, because the more you have to back up your own mom instinct and intuition on like why you're considering going through evaluation, is to like just empower your own story.
Right. Well, and the interesting thing to know is like, just because your child doesn't qualify for services through early intervention, which is very common, right? I always say through EI in general, if a kid has any words and they're less than 2, a lot of times they won't qualify them. But your child might still benefit from some services, or there might be something medical going on that you want to check up on. Yeah. So it's very important to know what is important for your kid.
And there's no harm in just having more information.
Exactly.
That's all, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's true.
That's great.